Have you ever seen a narcissist go from cold and cruel to suddenly kind and apologetic? Don't be fooled. It's not because they've changed. It's a calculated move. If a narcissist suddenly acts kind and apologetic, run! It's not love. It's a trap. They don't miss you. They miss controlling you. And today, I'm going to expose exactly why their kindness is nothing but a manipulation tactic designed to suck you back in. Number 1, the apology is a lie. When a narcissist apologizes, it's not because they feel remorse, it's because they feel cornered. Their apology is not a reflection of guilt, but a strategic move to regain control. Think about it. After days, weeks, or even months of cruelty, they suddenly say, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you." But look closely. There's no real accountability. Instead of saying, "I was wrong," they twist it into, "I'm sorry if you felt hurt," or, "I only did that because you made me." This isn't an apology, it's a manipulation. Their words are empty, designed to make you drop your guard, doubt your feelings, and let them back in. Because the moment you forgive them, they breathe a sigh of relief, knowing they still have power over you. Imagine this. You finally stand up for yourself and say you've had enough. The narcissist senses you slipping away, so they switch tactics. Suddenly, they're soft-spoken, affectionate, even teary-eyed. "I don't want to lose you. I've realized my mistakes. I'll change." And for a moment you want to believe them. Maybe this time they really mean it. But fast forward a few weeks, what happens? They go right back to their old ways, even worse than before. This cycle repeats because their apology was never about making amends. It was about keeping you trapped. A narcissist's apology is like a beautifully wrapped gift box with nothing but lies inside. The only way to win? See through the illusion and refuse to play their game. Number 2, the hidden panic behind their kindness. A narcissist's sudden kindness isn't a sign of change, it's a sign of fear. Fear that they're losing control over you, fear that their manipulation is wearing off, fear that you're waking up to the truth. When you start setting boundaries, ignoring their drama, or pulling away, they go into panic mode. But instead of admitting their wrongs, they mask their desperation with an out-of-character display of affection. They suddenly become loving, attentive, and apologetic, like the person you thought they were in the beginning. But don't be fooled. This kindness isn't about making things right, it's about reeling you back in. Because if you move on, they lose their power, and that terrifies them. Their kindness isn't love. It's manipulation wrapped in a pretty package, designed to make you second-guess yourself and stay trapped in their cycle. Imagine this. You've finally decided to walk away. You stop answering their texts, stop engaging in their mind games, and start focusing on yourself. Suddenly they change. They send you a long message. "I've been thinking about everything and I realize I was wrong. I miss you. I'll do whatever it takes to fix this." They might even cry, talk about their childhood trauma, or say, "You're the only person who ever truly understood me." And for a moment you hesitate. You wonder, what if they really mean it this time? But here's the painful truth. This sudden kindness is just a trap. The moment they see you letting your guard down, their old behaviors will creep back in, only worse than before. Because now they know exactly what strings to pull to keep you hooked. Their panic isn't about losing you, it's about losing their ability to control and manipulate you. Number 3, they're setting you up for the next betrayal. A narcissist's sudden kindness isn't a fresh start, it's a setup. They don't change, they only change tactics. When they sense you're slipping away, they know their usual methods of control, gaslighting, demeaning, or ignoring you, aren't working anymore. So they switch gears and put on a new mask, the kind, loving, apologetic version of themselves. They flood you with sweet words, grand gestures, and empty promises of a better future. But behind this act is a dark truth. They're testing your vulnerability to see if they still have power over you. The moment you let them back in, their true colors will return. Only this time, their manipulation will be more calculated, their insults more cutting, and their betrayals more ruthless. Their kindness is nothing more than bait, and if you take it, you're walking straight into their next emotional ambush. Picture this. You've finally decided to leave. You've distanced yourself, started healing, and regained your confidence. Then, out of nowhere, the narcissist reappears, acting like the perfect partner, friend, or family member. They shower you with attention, claim they've changed, and swear they see the error of their ways. They might even say, "I can't believe I treated you like that. I'll do whatever it takes to make it up to you." It feels convincing until the moment you let them back in. Suddenly, their interest fades. The love bombing stops. The old behaviors return, but worse. This time, they punish you for even thinking of leaving them. The silent treatment lasts longer, the insults cut deeper, and the gaslighting is more extreme. Why? Because they now see you as a threat, someone who has woken up to their manipulation. Their kindness was never real. It was just a setup for the next round of pain. Number 4, they can't survive without their supply. A narcissist's survival depends on one thing: your energy. They don't seek love, connection, or mutual respect. They seek control. You are their emotional fuel, their supply, the source that feeds their ego. Without you reacting, chasing, or engaging in their drama, they start to wither. That's why when you finally pull away, they suddenly act kind, loving, and remorseful. It's not because they miss you. It's because they miss what you provide: attention, validation, and the emotional chaos they thrive on. When a narcissist loses their supply, they go into withdrawal, just like an addict without their fix. They'll do anything to get you back. Fake apologies, dramatic confessions, even tears, just to regain the power they felt slipping away. But the moment they secure your attention again, the cycle restarts, and their mask of kindness crumbles. Imagine this. You've got no contact. You're healing, regaining your strength, and refusing to engage. Suddenly, your phone pings. It's them. A heartfelt message appears. "I've realized how much I took you for granted. I miss you. Please just give me one chance to make things right." Your heart races. Maybe they finally understand. Maybe they're really changing. But the truth? They don't miss you. They miss the way you used to fight for them, prove yourself, and feed their ego. If you respond, even out of curiosity, you'll notice something chilling. Their tone shifts. The love bombing turns into subtle guilt tripping, then gaslighting, then full-blown manipulation. Because the second they refill their supply, their desperation disappears and their cruelty returns. They don't need love. They need control. And the only way to break free is to stop feeding them forever. Number 5, the ultimate test. Will you fall for it? A narcissist's sudden kindness is not a change of heart. It's a trap. When they sense you're pulling away, they throw out one final test. Will you fall for it? This is their way of measuring whether they still have control over you. If you accept their apology, respond to their messages, or show even the slightest hesitation in leaving, they take it as a green light to continue their manipulation. They know exactly how to trigger your emotions, whether it's through a heartfelt apology, a sob story about their past, or a dramatic display of love. But deep down, this isn't about making things right. It's about making sure you still belong to them. If you fall for their act, the cycle restarts. Only this time, they'll punish you harder for daring to think you could escape. Picture this. You've finally gone no contact. You're healing, focusing on yourself, and starting to feel free. Then, out of nowhere, they reach out. "I can't stop thinking about you. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. I'll do anything to fix this." Your heart skips a beat. Maybe this time they really mean it. Maybe they have changed. But stop and ask yourself, why now? Why do they suddenly care when you're moving on? The answer is simple. They don't want to lose their power over you. If you reply, even to get closure, you're giving them exactly what they want. Proof that you're still emotionally available. And the second they know they still have access to your emotions, they'll flip the switch back to their cold, manipulative self. The test isn't about love. It's about control, and the only way to win is to walk away for good. I am ending this video with a powerful closing statement. A narcissist's kindness is never real. It's a tactic to reset the cycle of abuse. If you fall for it, they will hurt you again, worse than before. So when they suddenly act kind and apologetic, don't ask why, ask what they're planning next. The best way to win? See through the act, set boundaries, and walk away for good.